All right. So thank you again for joining. Today, we're going to go through those questions. So I'm going to show you with you the last metrics regarding the users. I'm going to reply to the centralized cryptocurrency exchanges, but you already spoke about it in Telegram, but it's just a confirmation. Also, we're going to move to the integration of SMAK into the applications. I make a discussion about the EVM breach of SMAK, our plan strategy for all the marketing and communication for this new year. Then just a little update about the Etherlink and how we can integrate Smartlink into Tezos blockchain. Then very briefly about VORTEX. Not a lot to do because I don't have a lot of news about it, but just we can discuss about it because I know that you have a few questions. And then we're going to move to one founder announcement, how we can handle the Airdrop for this year, fund and updates, and last of all, I already get a few questions regarding the SMAK token supply, so I make a table of all the supply regarding the SMAK. So if you think that your questions is not part of those one, maybe add them on the chat and I try to reply to them at the end of the presentation. All right, so first question regarding metrics. The last AMA, so was in last October, we had 100 new users and 10 sellers, so end of October. And as of today, we moved to 282 new users in the platform, including 32 sellers, so which is quite good actually. So those users, you tried the platform, some of them made their KYC, QYB to use it. So we are trying to help them to integrate the plugin into their platform, the eCommerce platforms. And also, we discussed that last time, but I added those metrics on the main page of smartlink.so. So from now, every month, I'm going to update those numbers. So you can see directly on Smartlink websites those numbers every month. So hopefully we grow over the next month, and we can discuss that on Telegram or any other channels. So here is quite good, and I'm gonna go through the marketing campaigns for this year in a few slides. Regarding the SEX, I know that most of you asked for a listing on SEX. You know my position actually is not moving to a SEX because if you move to a SEX, it means that we need also to put a lot of liquidity in SEX to make it able. To be honest, we need to pay for the SEX, and if we go for a very small SEX, it won't get any advantage for us. So we need to be like in tier 2, tier 3 maximum of SEX. It costs a lot, and also you need to pay a market maker, which costs also a lot, and you need to put liquidity, which costs also a lot. And we don't have funds to focus on that one for now. Actually, I'm already told you that I'm really focusing to find new users, and once we get users and e-commerce and that use the platform, we will be able to move on that kind of strategy and moving to SEX. But yeah, spending a huge amount on SEX right now, it just means that we won't be able to develop the soft, won't be able to make any marketing campaign. And to be honest, if you looked at some other tokens like Dogami, for example, or maybe I know some of you look through Doga, they make a bridge, they make a SEX, but if you look at the valuation of the token itself, the Doga token, it didn't grow a lot, or at least it make a peak during the announcement, and then it declines. So it didn't make a huge incentive for holders just moving to a SEX. So I'm more comfortable to make the company profitable rather than just pumping or making announcements that we just pump and dump the token. So actually, I'm more focusing on expanding our current treasury in building assets. When I mean assets, it's meaning building more marketing content like SEO, blogging, communication, because those one stays for a long time. It's not just like one announcement. It's just building an asset, building a content strategy that we can keep for years during all the activity. So let's move to the other question. But again, you can ask any questions or give us your feedback on the chat. This is mostly a reminder of how we plan to integrate the SMAK token within the platform. Actually, already gave you those information during the last AMA, but I had a few questions again. So just a reminder that once we be able to develop the smart contract into the Etherlink, meaning using the Tezos blockchain, we'll be able to get those advantages to SMAK holders. First of all, is when you pay in SMAK for your transaction, you get half of the usual commission fee. Then you can get a rebate of 25% on any arbitration fees, if any. Also, we plan to make a reduced commission for holders of SMAK, that if you hold more than 500,000 SMAK tokens, you'll be able to make a transaction using SMAK or not. You can use other tokens. Actually, you know that we deployed the smart contract on Polygon, Ethereum, and Binance Smart Chain. So if you hold enough SMAK token, you will be able to get some also commission rebates on any of the blockchain we use. Then also if you select fees in SMAK, even if you are using USDT or any other cryptocurrencies, you will be able also to get a lower fee. And we plan also to integrate a reputation-based staking, meaning that it's not a staking like you put your SMAK and you get an interest rate. It's more, if you show that you trust in Smartlink, you own SMAK for a certain amount of time, you will be able to get a better reputation to make your transactions. So it goes in combinations also with the rating the seller or the buyer can give to you during the transactions. So it's a combination of two. So we can try to make all the transactions more efficient and secure. And the last one also is to provide some SMAK-only advertising options. So if, for example, an e-commerce would like to get support or to advise our service for the Smartlink community, we will provide them those resources, but they will be enforced to pay only in SMAK, meaning that they have to pay to buy SMAK to pay for the services. We won't accept any other currencies for any services from Smartlink. So here's the initial plan for using the SMAK. We have a lot of other ideas to implement them, but as far as today, the other ideas needs other developments. So it's not the current situation, but I'll let you know once we move on there. Regarding the EVM breach for SMAK token, I hadn't looked on Doga again because I know Doga made it a few months ago. In terms of technology, it's fine. We can do it. But in terms of strategy as well, I focused my attention on how Doga implemented it and if it was worthy for them. Actually, if you look at the current variation of the Doga, I don't see any huge advantages. Of course, there are some, but we need also to take in consideration that most of the hack in the blockchain come from breach. So we have to be very careful when we are doing bridge between blockchains. It's sometimes very hard to manage, and it's not 100% in our hand to manage that. Then if we open to other blockchains, it means also that we need to provide liquidity in all the blockchains. And as you know, actually, in Tezos, it's pretty hard to get liquidity. And if we divide those liquidity into other blockchains, it might be harder again to get those liquidity. Meaning that you can get a price on the Tezos blockchain, another price on the Polygon blockchain, and sometimes you can have some people that use some robots just to manipulate the market. And also, as you know, on Telegram, there are a lot of scammers, and those scammers also might use that. How can I say that? But they can use the fact that we use multiple blockchains to scam people, giving them the wrong smart contract, asking them to move their token from Binance Smart Chain to Polygon with corrupted smart contract, etc. So it's very hard to manage scammers, and if we multiply the number of blockchains, it will be harder and harder to avoid those kind of scam. Also, we might also see about regulatory rules, because sometimes we might have also some condition, because you know that we are payment gateway systems, so we have to make sure that we manage correctly the platform. So actually, the cost, when I speak about cost, is not only the cost in money, but the cost overall versus the benefits. I don't think it was the time and the image that we engage working on that one for now. But what we're gonna do is, as I said in my slide just before, is we will work to integrate SMAK token within the transaction also for the other blockchains. Meaning that if you are doing a transaction in Polygon, for example, if you are holding SMAK, if you have staked SMAK in any way, you will get reward working on the smart contract. So that's why at the moment I'm still looking on how Degas is managing that. I don't see a huge benefits doing a bridge, but what we're gonna do is more spreading the word that the smart contract for Smartlink is working on several blockchains. And if you are holding SMAK on Tezos, you can get some benefits using the Smartlink application. So what we're going to do in marketing for 2024, actually we started from early in January. We hired a SEO expert, so he will work, and he's actually working on the SEO audit. And what we're going to do is just to make sure that anyone in the e-business market that look for integrating a payment gateway, especially a crypto payment gateway, we make sure that Smartlink goes in front of the page, meaning in the first results in Google, for example. Because actually we got some leads with Google, but not a lot, because our ranking is not such efficient. So we engaged someone that will work on it, increase the SEO, and it will work, I think, like 1 to 2 weeks per month on that, to increase the technology, the architecture of the website, integrating new contents, making backlinks, etc., just to make sure that at least everyone that look for an escrow payment, a payment gateway on our modules, meaning that PrestaShop, Magento, WooCommerce, they can have a look on our modules and they can integrate it right away. The second one, we've also hired someone for the content. So meaning we try to produce like several times a month articles about payment gateways and crypto payment gateways. So again, it would work together with the SEO expert And it also will help us to make more tweets on Twitter, and also share it in LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn we also have some interesting prospects in the e-business area. So the combination with SEO and the content manager will help us also to build some better assets for the future. We started also last year using a new tool that is called Apollo.io, which is able, in fact, to fine-tune, and you can filter contacts based on their activities. And we start to make an email campaign focusing only on e-business contacts that would be able to get those kind of payment gateway in their websites. So that we are actually working on it, and we plan to launch the first campaign in March. So that it's very focused on entrepreneurs that use Web 2 and Web 3 in their websites. And the last, regarding the marketing campaign, also is launching monthly newsletters, giving updates and the last articles we published on our website. So actually, you saw that we got roughly 300 users in the platform. We got their emails. So we will focus first on them. And then also we will get also emails from the community. So actually, we don't get all of your emails, but if you like to receive the newsletters, you will get a link in the website, in Smartlink websites, to register and receive those newsletters. So you get update about the last articles and the last move we have. So meaning that actually our main focus is really to spread the word, continue to attract e-businesses working and using Smartlink Pay. This is our main attention. And at the bottom of the slide also, I gave you some who is working actually in the team. So myself working for, of course, within Smartlink. So we got the SEO expert called Nabil, and the content specialist, which is working on the content, obviously, who is Dominic, and one DevOps, which is maintaining the platform. So they are not full-time employees; they are freelancers. So it's give us the flexibility, of course, in terms of cost, but also in terms of quality, to make sure that we keep the right freelancers and the good experiences. All right, so this is for the marketing strategy. It's starting actually. I just received the SEO audit yesterday. So from next month, we're gonna start to share the new contents. Just so a brief update about the Etherlink Tezos blockchains. Of course, I'm following every week the updates on the Etherlink.com website. If you looked at their roadmaps, they updated it a few weeks ago. Actually, they are predicted to launch the Etherlink during Q2. There is no an official date at the moment. And as you can see, from Q2, they're going to start to make incubators and to start hackathon, etc. So I believe that we will be able to start working on it, but actually have no date at all. We try also to join the incubator. I have no idea at the moment how it works and what the conditions to join the incubator. But once they are ready, we propose our projects to be one of the first using the Etherlink. Also, I got some questions about the white paper. The white paper is already online on our websites. I give you a shortcut, but you can find it directly on smartlink.io. It did not change from the last time, meaning that we are still focusing on an Escrow payment gateway, which is already live, but not on Tezos. And hopefully Tezos will be by end of Q2 of this year. But there is no more information or no update about the white paper, because the white paper is still up to date for now. Regarding VORTEX, for some of you that already follow us on Telegram, you know that Pirates Lab relaunched partially VORTEX DEX. I know it's not working 100%, but to be honest, I'm like you, meaning that I have no direct contact with them. I ask also like you on Telegram to see what's happened. I just know that Bilal told us that they will revamp the VORTEX DEX and propose new services on them. But again, no date, no detail about this revamping. So I really encourage you that if you are a fan of VORTEX, to join the Pirates Lab Telegram. I know sometimes they give you some updates. You can ask, just stay polite, do not be aggressive. I see some members, unfortunately, that are already abrupt and not respectful. And to be honest, if I'm sure that the Pirates Lab team won't reply to anyone that is not respectful, aggressive, or etc. I also got one question or two questions regarding the grant. Actually, so Smartlink never got a grant, unfortunately. We asked for it. We never got it. They rejected our project. But VORTEX does had a grant. Unfortunately, they did not agree to give the full amount of the grant because they told us that we were in delay to deploy all the VORTEX. Not our fault because we did not make the development ourselves. We just worked on the front at the time. But just to be transparent, yes, VORTEX got a grant, so it was a small amount, and unfortunately also, again, they didn't get all the amount. So it was not under Smartlink responsibility. It's actually not again, but to be honest, regarding Tezos, I have no idea how they are managing that. They are not communicating a lot about their new project. But I encourage you really to follow Tezos. I know they are doing some AMA, like monthly AMA with the president of Tezos, or the founder of Tezos. But actually no more idea about that. All right. So now just an announcement regarding how we will handle the founder token. Actually, Ben and myself, so Ben is not working anymore in Smartlink, but he's following us, he's still advising us for some marketing purpose or updates in communications and in designs. And he offers to the community to give 50% of his team tokens, which was at the moment, as of today, about 50K USD. And so he moved this amount of token to the community address today. So you can have a look on chain. You can see the addresses below. So, which is a great thing because you know that the community wallet was reduced last year a lot. And so now we start the new year with approximately a bit more than 50, 60K USD worth of token to move on all the marketing strategy, so which is very great. And another thing that he delighted to offer you is to extend the lock-in period for his token link until the end of 2024, just to make sure that there is no impact on the market stability of the SMAK token. And also because he's still working with us and he's still, I'm sure, looking for the success of Smartlink in the short, medium, and long term. And so myself, again, I will also locked in my token until the end of the year. So you know why? Because I'm fully engaged on it, and I'm not willing to sell any of my tokens right now. It's not a good time for me. I think it's not a good time for anyone. We have to focus on still building the company, making profit, getting new users. And so that's why actually I will lock again my token. So we're gonna do both, Ben and myself, the lock in the vesting application later today, but it will be locked until end of December this year. So you can see all our addresses, so you can follow Ben, Olivier, myself, and the community address and see all the movements just to make sure that we are doing what we say. Also, so we plan to make a new airdrop, and this airdrop will be linked to the Etherlink announcement. I think it's gonna be a good thing because I hope that Tezos will communicate a lot once the Etherlink will be ready and move to production. So we try to serve the wave and make an airdrop by using the platform. And actually, it's not 100% focused, but what we plan is the airdrop will be eligible for those ones that use the platform, meaning use the Escrow payment gateway. They have to use the payment gateway using SMAK, so that means they have to buy a minimum amount of token. It won't be a lot, maybe like $10 worth of SMAK token, but it's just to ensure that it's not robot. They are real person and they really use the platform for real and not just managing robot to get the airdrop. And so we will manage that hopefully between Q2, so Q2 and Q3 this year, depending on the move in the Etherlink. And of course, we engage also some communication around that on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, maybe a few influencers also to spread the word. So yeah, stay tuned about the Etherlink integration, because as far as we are able to work on it, we will be able to start the new airdrop for this year. Here is a slide with the last fund updates. So this is the fund we have in our wallet to manage the company. So we have in the treasury, we have roughly 100,000 Tezos token, so worth pretty equivalent in terms of USD. We have all the remaining treasury, so as you see, as roughly 340 million SMAK token available in the treasury. And so far, because Ben also gave us a huge grant, we refilled the community wallet. And so we got 50 million SMAK token actually in the community wallet to engage new marketing campaigns this year. So the fund will be used this year for marketing campaign. So paying the SEO expert, paying content specialists, all the software, the emailing software, managing also the airdrop, maybe paying few influencers doing the airdrops. Also, we have to spend the fund for the Etherlink smart contract. So hopefully in Q2. And then all the maintenance of the platforms and the dev working on maintaining the platform. So this is actually the how we're gonna manage the funds. To be clear, it's the fund we currently have is enough for this strategy. So we are not struggling about fund in the short term, and we are more focusing to get results, spending those funds on this strategy. So if you have questions, again, do not hesitate to fill them in the chat. Actually, I don't see anyone, but if you have, just do it. No problem. The last slide is regarding the SMAK token supplies. I also saw a few questions about that. It's already transparent in the blockchain, but I made just a summary here. Just a reminder that there are 896 million SMAK token maximum supply. This is not an inflationary token, so it's a maximum amount. We won't be able to create more SMAK. So part of them are still in the treasury. Some of them are in the community. A remainder still belong to the team token. So the team token is Ben, who gave half of his token today, my tokens, and Smart Chain token that helps us to create Smartlink from the beginning. And they still got their 26 million SMAK tokens and never sold any tokens at all. And so the circulating supply is the remaining tokens, so meaning 482 million SMAK tokens. Some of them I know might be burned or lost by users that lost their wallets, etc. So I have no idea of the real circulating supplies, to be honest. But what I know is that all the above are tokens that are already managed by us. So those ones are secured by us. We know where they are. Those ones are circulating, so I have no idea who exactly hold those ones.
Yeah, actually, the circulation supply right now, is it at 482 million SMAK?
Yeah, that one is the circulating supply. That's meaning that all the tokens that we do not hold and is in the hand of anyone in the community.
So it's 482. That's good. My question to you, Oliver. Okay, we've been arguing a lot of time, but what I know about the VORTEX, and this is with my context, including the people from Tezos, and that the VORTEX was launched by Smartlink, even in the white paper is mentioned.
Yeah, correct. We managed the design and we managed the communications through Smartlink. It was, if you remember, it was a secret milestone. So it's like an update to work on the blockchain, but it was not developed by Smartlink.
So when you are planning to update the platform with and update the contracts on the coin market cap, you update the contract of Polygon and ETH and Binance.
So actually, there is only smart contract, the Tezos blockchain.
But I found some address linked to addresses to ETH, to SMAK, and even BNB to SMAK.
Actually, I think if you found SMAK on like Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum, is 100% scam. Okay, it's not our SMAK at all. So it's scammers and hackers that made that to scam people. But what we did is that for the platform, meaning for Smartlink Pay, so for the Escrow payment gateway, we developed smart contracts to be able to accept token from Polygon, BSC, and Ethereum. But it's not related to the SMAK token itself. The SMAK token is only on Tezos and is not at all on the other blockchain.
I have one more question. Did you make any plugin with Shopify?
No, actually, Shopify do not allow new modules regarding crypto payment.
Okay. I think you guys, you're not focusing on retail. You are focusing more on B2B based on my research on Sourcing Force. Okay. That's a great point, I think. Okay.
Yeah, actually, just to make sure that we are all aligned, Smartlink is soft that is for B2B, and it's a B2B2C because we need to get e-commerçants using the Smartlink module for their companies, integrate it into the CMS platforms to be able to get a payment from retailers. But
it's very nice. It's very nice from you to be clear to the retail. I like your answer. When you're going to allow the clients to build apps on Smartlink, when you're gonna allow them also to build their NFT and sell them on Smartlink, because this is a missing part on Smartlink, right? It should be a marketplace also for the NFT.
No, it's not a marketplace. It's an escrow payment gateway. So then you can build anything you want.
So that's one of the VORTEX, right?
Not at all. VORTEX is a DEX. If you look for an NFT marketplace, you should look at other project.
I think for me, from what I understand from the beginning, that I could have governance over the network, right?
So actually, we don't have an online government system that allow you to do that, and we need to invest developers to make online governance to make it. So it might be interesting to do that. I wish we might be able in the future to make an online governance. So effectively, we can, like Tezos do, make proposals. I mean, meaning that all community members can make proposals, and then all of them will be able to vote for those proposals. Just need that if we do that, it means that we have to hire developers, develop that online governance platforms.
So are you involved in Africa as well? Like, for example, Northern Africa country or the Central Africa, because these countries, they need the crypto payment.
Yeah, I agree. We make content about that to try to find partners in Africa. Yeah, so we will try to make few contents focusing on how Smartlink could be beneficial for African in their business, in their relationships. Actually, they are working a lot with the mobile money, and we might be another alternative to also make transactions without using mobile money.
Okay. Thank you so much, Olivier. I talk a lot, man. I don't want to talk a lot, man. Thank you so much. It was great to talk to you.
Thank
you.
Thank you, everyone. So let's share all those information in the next few days. If you have other questions I did not reply, so just ping me on Telegram, or you can also send us an email. So you got my email over there if you want to contact me directly. I encourage you also to use the email contact@smartlink.so if you need anything in terms of support using the platform or questions regarding the project. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you next time for a new AMA. Bye-bye.